Hi guys, and welcome back to the Betty Hawk Clinic. Well, it's another classic gaming review for you. This time it's Magician Lord for the Neo Geo. Magician Lord. Well, the game was developed by Alpha Denshi, published by SNK, and you've not got any chance of me trying to pronounce those names for the producer, programmers, artists and composers. I'm not even going to attempt to murder that one. The platforms, though, originally came out in the arcade, then obviously the Neo Geo CD and the PlayStation. That might be an interesting one. Released back in 1990, and this is a platform game. This particular game has been recommended to me by Anthony. He helps run the Atari Age website. Hope I've got that right. If not, put me right. Anthony has been very kind by posting my Neo Geo videos in the Neo Geo forum on the site. I really do appreciate that. Thank you very, very much. I dropped by on the website just to say that, I've got a ton more material to put on here, and I hope that everybody was enjoying. I certainly know Anthony is enjoying the videos, and certainly again would just like to thank him for helping me out there. But please check them out at atariage.com. Right, back to the game. The story or the plot on this one: you are a wizard called Atia, and you're on a quest to save the homeland from the evil wizard Galagese. I hope I've got that right. Gal is seeking the god of destruction. Oh god, these names. As-Atos, I hope that's right. Whom he plans to resurrect using 8 tombs of mystical power. You've got to battle your way through 8 levels to find each of the tombs before you can reach Gal's fortress and seal away the evil deity. Well, it all sounds really ruthless and everything. So, you know what? Story? We are going to give it 8 out of 10. Audio. Well, it's got an absolute thumping soundtrack. The composers have really done their job on this one. It's got brilliant stereo sound. The noises also from when you're attacking to throwing your, I suppose, lightning bolts, I'll call them, on whatever. Just absolutely brilliant, all different. Each enemy's got different attacks which give off different sounds. The way they die sounds fantastic as well. The collection of special abilities. And, well, as you'll see in a second, the start fire breathing, the noises that gives off. Just absolutely breathtaking. And it gets a fantastic 9 out of 10. Controls. Very simple, very easy to pick up. Up, down, left and right. Jump and fire. It doesn't get any easier than that, really. The only thing that's not easy is my reflexes. They're nowhere near as quick as they should be. But apart from that, very responsive when you need it to be. No qualms whatsoever. A very easy game for you to pick up, but you will need to get plenty of practice. I'll give it another 8 out of 10. Graphics. Well, just look at them. This is Neo Geo at its very best. The graphics are fantastic. Tons of colour, tons of detail, and plenty of parallax scrolling, which I absolutely adore, and you cannot get enough parallax scrolling. The level designs are brilliant, they really do aid it, but the graphics are just breathtakingly beautiful. I couldn't see any slowdown either, which is what I expect, to be quite honest. I don't expect any slowdown from this machine, but what you have got is a ton of detail and loads of stuff happening all at once. Breathtakingly beautiful, and it gets an easy 8 out of 10. Gameplay. Now this is the game's strongest point, but it's also its Achilles heel. Now before I sour these grapes, let's just quickly discuss what are the game's strong points. As I mentioned earlier, you've got 8 fantastic levels where you will jump, shoot and climb your way to the end. And at the end of each level, I suppose what you've got is 2 boss fights. They actually call it a Servant of Gal, and along with a boss creation. Now you've got to obviously get past these in order to progress through the game. Now to aid you, you can actually transform yourself into other warriors. As you can see now, I've gone from wizard and I am the shinobi warrior, but you've also seen me as the dragon warrior. There are 6 different characters who all have stronger abilities, but the wizard has a weak ability, but it is very, very fast. And that is just brilliant and an excellent twist to the game. Apart from that, the gameplay, I suppose, is typical to a standard action platformer. But as this was originally designed for the arcade machine, it is extremely challenging. And this is the Achilles heel, because at times this game is borderline ridiculous. It is so hard. If you want a challenging platforming game, this is most certainly the game for you. You won't believe the amount of times I nearly threw my joystick through the telly. It is really that difficult at times. So I was going to downgrade it, but you know what? I'm not going to, because if you want a challenging game, this is definitely the one for you. And for that, it gets 8 out of 10. Overall, well, do I recommend this game? Yes, I absolutely do. This is a brilliant Neo Geo game. Yes, it is an extremely hard and challenging action platforming game, but you know what? That's what makes the game, to be quite honest. It's that constant challenge. After a while, you'll piss through the first level, just like me, but the rest of it, you've got to work at it. And the fact that you can turn yourself into different warriors by transforming, I think is just a brilliant twist of the game. And overall, it gets 8.6 out of 10. Well, that's Magician Lord for the Neo Geo. I'd be very interested to see what the PlayStation 1 version is like. I wonder if it's a little bit easier. I can only wish. Well, Anthony tells me he's been playing this game now for over 20 years, and you certainly don't play a game that long if you're not enjoying it. And you will enjoy it. Just bear in mind, it is very challenging, and you've just got to master it. You've got to get good at it. And that's what I like about some of these old platforming games. You know, if it was dead easy, well, we wouldn't want to go back to the game and try and beat it, would we? You know, what's the point in playing an easy game over and over again? Well, that's just about all I've got time for. I hope you've enjoyed this. Drop me any comments, please. Are there any other games out there you want me to take a look at? Are there any games out there you'd like me to do a review on? Drop me a message, leave me a comment, and thank you for watching. Thank you for subscribing, and I'll catch you all again. Take care.